Hi. How's it going? It's Wednesday. Hello. Let's see. Oh, Azure, welcome in. Hello, hello. You're first today. We have Dino. Hello. You're not. Wait, you're like early. How goes it, everybody? How goes it? I woke up 15 minutes ago. This is like the perfect time for me to start because like I can still get all my stuff done and get ready, but like I sound like this. Thank you for the care combo. I stretch. I don't know what my posture is doing, and my tea's still hot, so I'm gonna drink water. 1 second, let me find it. I just went on a trip to visit my big brother, and now I'm about to head home. Oh, nice. I hope your brother's doing good. Hope he's doing good. I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed because I like to periodically do research, you know. It's like my eyes bothering me. God, it's not better. Okay. Don't I have something for this? 1 second, I'm gonna look away for a second. Okay. What is that? Oh. Okay. Anyway. Oh. Hey, sir. Hello at all. Welcome in. Yes, the mighty enigma. Annoyed what happened. Oh, okay, I'll tell you. Research is good. He and his wife are still working hard to buy an apartment for themselves and their cats. Well, I hope they get it soon. Science research? No. Also, hey there, Jen. Hello at all. So I was doing research. Now, a lot of times when it comes to any type of creative process, whether it be like comics, writing, or whatever, it's actually good to read, or like it's basically good to read the closest thing that is to your story, right? So I'll say there an Emerald Sirum, welcome in. My name is Semi Enigma. I'm an Elder Dragon Mom Boss. Thank you so much for joining the organization. You can pick up your badge at the front desk. So I was doing market research. So as much as I don't want to admit it, my stupid Isekai story is literally just Black Butler. I was either a ninja cat muffin. Thank you very much for the lurk. Like, I don't want to admit it, but it is. Like, it just straight up is. Like, I've been obsessed with this series ever since it started, okay? So I'm just like, okay, you know what? I have to read it again. Also, hello. Welcome in. Yes, research internal screen. Hi, Cass. So I'm like, okay, but I'm gonna skip all the chapters I know I read that I hated. So I just skipped to basically where I more or less left off, which is around like chapter 50. Don't block me. So I started there, even though I know some spoilers are gonna come up, including one I really don't like because it's one of my favorite characters in this stupid story, but I gotta do it. And I think, like, I don't know, I still hate Ciel, by the way. I hate this boy so fucking much. I hope he dies. But I decided, you know what? Even though I hate Ciel, and literally his entire staff, except for like Tanaka and like Sebastian, like his fiance's too good for him. Like, I'm gonna just power through it and see, okay, so what makes this good? You know? What makes Black Butler good outside of the weird sexualization of the boy I hate? What is there? You know? And I took some notes. See, it's research because I took notes, so it's not just me reading for fun. I'm being a professional. So I'm like, okay, so here's some, I wrote some notes. And like one of them is like the fact that technically the narrative doesn't actually, like, at least where I was anyway, the narrative does subtly poke at the fact that Ciel is a liar and also a gaslighter. Like, it does. So, like, but it does it in a very subtle kind of way, in the way that dumb people don't freaking notice. So I'm like, okay. It also, hey AJ, hello. So it does that, and the fact that, like, you know, Sebastian is basically a snarky bitch the entire time does add to the story a lot, where basically you kind of know like Ciel's pulling BS when like Sebastian with his weirdly long face. I didn't realize how long this man's face is. He's like a horse. We're talking about how much I hate Black Butler and writing tropes and whatever. So but basically the fact that, like, you know, Sebastian doesn't take anything seriously, is a snarky bitch, and Ciel is basically having to deal with the fact that his demon is a snarky bitch. Although I did have a moment where I called Ciel a stupid bitch for thinking he can take on a zombie horde with a tiny gun, a tiny baby gun. Like, he's just like, get these people to safety, and they're like, what about you? And he's like, don't worry, I have a gun. I'm like, baby, you will have maybe 3 bullets in that tiny ass little gun. What are you gonna do with these thousands of zombies? What are you doing, baby? Ciel is so stupid. I'm talking about actual, what do you mean? OCs are actual characters, you jerk. Also, like, I don't know what's up with Ciel being allergic to anything covering his shins, but that's, I understand it's a weird BS, like, not quite, it's like a weird kink thing where, like, because Ciel is a child, him exposing his legs is a part of the charm. That's how you know he's a child and not a tiny adult. But, like, the fact that he always finds a way to, like, wear, like, knee pants is really funny, because that's not even accurate to the time period. But to be fair, they also had cell phones and, like, game systems in this manga, which everyone kind of just keeps pretending wasn't there. Like, this thing is not actually Victorian. It's a weird mishmash of, like, Victorian plus random 90s. But it doesn't really matter because I don't know, like, whatever. Anyway, you know, shins are there for a reason. Yeah, but it's always weird that, like, no one seems to also acknowledge that Ciel is a child either. Like, everyone treats him like a tiny adult except for when they're fetishizing him, and that is the only time he's seen as a child. Like, one of my favorite characters, I think, is like, he's like a baron or something. I think he's like the cousin of, like, Queen Victoria. He's like, he just keeps showing up. Also, what do you mean by knee pants? Basically, pants that stop, like, either at or right above the knee. Is it pants that, yeah, it's pants that ends at the knee. I call them knee pants just because capris is stupid. Like, so I woke up to one of my D&D players making art of my NPC bard. Oh, that's nice. It's good. It's good. Flooded? I mean flooded. So, no, I don't know what that word is, and I'm not gonna say it. It's stupid looking. It looks stupid weird in French. I'm American. So, like, I'm literally reading this thing being like, okay, no, don't pay attention to how much you hate Ciel. Pay attention to the story. Pay attention to the story. You know? Which was difficult because I kept seeing all the stuff I hate about Ciel. Anyway. I don't know if his name is pronounced differently, but I'm calling it Ciel. People are crazy when it comes to Ciel art. Oh my god. Like, stop bonking me. Like, Ciel wouldn't be so bad if he wasn't such a little bitch. Because flooded is slang for pants that are too short. No, I'm not calling it that. That's dumb. But, like, Ciel's one of those characters. I would prefer if Ciel was actually evil instead of just non-committal. Like, he's like the worst kind of tsundere. I'm pretty sure the manga explains blah 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 blah, but honestly, one thing I've come to understand. Oh, thanks. LOL. Wow. We got another one. Get you out of here, but oh, good. Anyway. But yeah, just like wait, didn't this thing just get banned? I don't know. Yes. That's weird. Yeah, pants for young boys. Which like anyway, what was I saying? Got distracted by the stupid thing. Anyway, so like when it came down to when it comes down to what was I saying? Shit. Crap. What was I saying? I forgot. What was I talking about? I got distracted by the stupid bot. What was I saying? We were talking about pants. It's quite a separation from the terms name code. It's like for sakes, watch your language. Oh yes, yeah. The thing is, one thing I've learned about fandoms is no matter how quote unquote good the story is, you can always tell what the fans are actually paying attention to. I'll tell you hello at all. Like, oh, also the triple hello at all. Thank you for the resubscribe. I greatly appreciate it. How are you today? But yeah, he's just Sasuke. One thing I would know is that no matter what happens, you should actually pay attention to how the greater fandom portrays a character. No one likes CL. People just like his body. Because almost every time I see anything about him, it's either him being a snarky little brat, but also just basically being sexualized in a creepy way. No one, like, kind of like how as much as everyone keeps pretending they like Free Run for the story, they just want to fetishize Fern and Free Run. No one cares about the actual story. They just see cute girls who will slowly get bigger breasts as time goes on. And they keep pretending Himmel isn't dead, even though he literally dies in the first chapter. Like, the Free Run, like, I'm sorry, the fandom actually reflects what people really like about it, and all they care about is girls be hot, and this guy is our self-insert because he's dead. Who is CL? CL is the 12-year-old / 13-year-old / 14-year-old from Black Butler. Honestly, I don't care about like Free Run's body type because it never actually really matters in the story, but the fans really want to bang her. So, but like CL is a self-entitled little shit who, yes, he's gone through trauma, but he kind of weaponizes his trauma in the most annoying way, you know, because he thinks he basically has a say-so on other traumatized people. That's the most annoying thing about CL, is that he really thinks he gets to be the authority on who gets to be living with their trauma, you know? Like, I literally go back into this thing, chapter 50, you got poor little snake nugget over there, and he blatantly lies to this bitch, being like, yeah, your family isn't dead or whatever, they're out there somewhere, and we're trying to find them so we can arrest them, you know? In the meantime, I'm just gonna take advantage of your vulnerability by basically hiring you as one of my staff, because I think he just does that. Like, CL can't seem to hire well-adjusted people. Like, it's really weird. He can't seem to hire well-adjusted people. He has to make, he's like a predator. He's like a tiny little predator. I have not watched a Red Black Butler, but I can, like, the fashion is good. That's the thing. Black Butler has great fashion, great character design. Sometimes the story is great. The mysteries are stupid. And everybody wants to bang the 12-year-old. Sorry, he's 13. He actually is 13 at this point. He turns 13 relatively quickly, so he's not even 12. He's aged out of Shodadim. The way you pose him gives off totally sassy vibes. I can't. There's no middle ground. No. Nobody likes CL. Like, oh, I know who he is. I just didn't know. People like he has a great design. CL has a great design, has a nice color palette, and he looks like he should basically not be as angry as he is. Like, I actually would be okay if CL was actually just, I don't know, more evil or less evil. He's just weirdly in the middle. But what I appreciate about that is that because he's like that, him and Sebastian have the best banter, because Sebastian literally is just a dick to him all the time. Like, I don't know, like, everyone keeps saying that Sebastian cares about CL, but he cares about CL the same way someone cares about their sandwich in the fridge. They want to be the one to eat it, and they will only get mad at you if you try to eat it. Sassy elf and her human pet, oh boy. Yo, the Philippine from, oh no. I was like, running, hello, how's my favorite dragon doing? I'm doing good. That's hilarious. He is a tiny predator! I guess I'll turn the boy. No, the boy. But like, it's the thing, like, that's the thing about, like, okay, so, how do I put this? I accidentally fell into the Shota hole, complete accident, because I literally did not realize it was a weird sex thing. Like, with like lolis, it's kind of obvious it's a sex thing. Don't fight me on this, it is true. Like, so like lolis, it's very, very easy to figure out it's a sex thing. Like Shota though, it's not until you're accidentally there. Also, Sebastian is the best character. I will fight people. And so like, because I'm like, oh, this little guy's cute, and then I realized that, like, okay, so contrary to popular belief, not a loli and Shota are not the same thing, because basically loli is for adult men to predate on little girls, while Shota is literally adult men pretending to be really short and cute and to predate on adult women. That is literally what Shota actually is. Everyone keeps saying, no, it's so adult women can predate on young men. No, it's not. It is straight up not. It is weird. Because every quote-unquote Shota character just behaves like a creepy 40-year-old man. Like, that's why I'm like, wait a minute. This is getting, like, because the thing about me is I will literally stop a series when I start seeing it's getting weirdly sexual. Like, I will stop. I will be like, no, we are not continuing. I do not want to know what happens. But I'll be like on page 5 and being like, this is weird. Yes, you can burn both. Both are disgusting. Like, I'll be like, okay, especially because like they almost, like, that's actually one reason why a lot of little boy characters get shipped with blatantly adult women. You know, it's because it's also a male fantasy, which is why it's so prevalent. Remember, if it's a female fantasy, it's got to be two guys kissing. If it is a male fantasy, everyone gets to be straight. Like, I think the author kind of knows Sebastian is the real reason anybody reads the thing. Ciel's a weird byproduct of the stupid series. But Sebastian is a really good character though, because he's literally working for his sandwich. That's kind of how he comes across most of the time. Again, I guess he has to care about the boy sooner or later. But the way it stands right now, and by chapter 50, a Black Butler, 54 even, he's just kind of like, I don't know. My favorite sandwich is like a type of steak sandwich. I like steak sandwiches. If I cannot get steak, then a particular type of chicken salad sandwich is my preferred. Because I like chicken salad sandwiches. Hey Jay, hello. I haven't read or watched anything Black Butler, but my first impression for most of the content is thinking that the Butler is the MC, not the little boy. Like, technically CL and Sebastian are deuteragonists, which means they're both the main character. Like, I'm like, who the fuck is that? Like, the thing is, CL is literally the fan service character. No, like, okay, but how do I put this? My parody of Black Butler replaced the butler with a Black Butler from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Oh my god, that'd be so funny. But like, so, and they also do have, like, they're a little weird when it comes to their more darker concepts though, because it's very much a, I'm not saying it has to be like grimdark or anything, but it does treat, it's more like there's literally an entire place full of like kidnapped children and like who got sodomized or whatever, and CL's just like, well, I am the most sodomized little boy, so kill them all. And I'm like, what? bro, they're all just like you. Give them a chance. He's like, I'm a 12's going on 13-year-old boy who does not feel responsible for a bunch of children who may or may not be okay. Kill them all. They just, you know, I wish I was dead, so they probably do too. And that's actually the point when I started hating TL. So I'm like, Lizzie is like such a cute character. Like, now, like, this story on how I love it. Now this is a story all about how I like it turned upside down. Like, and that's the thing, I will never ever see CL as a good character because he literally stole the agency from a bunch of children just like him. He took their agency, and he was old enough to realize he was taking their agency, you know? And I think it's because he wants to be the specialist abused boy in the world. Like, but also because he is the specialist abused boy in the world, the story kind of pokes fun at him for being like that. So it's very hard to take him seriously because the story constantly puts him in situations with creepy adults. Like, they just keep doing it. So it's very hard to take CL seriously as a character because yes, he had a bad backstory, but like, also they keep putting him in dresses and having it be near pedophiles. So I'm like, god damn it, one of the pedophiles is super duper flamboyant and is really funny, but I have to keep remembering he's a pedo. Because the story will not remind you. The story will be like, look at this flamboyant blonde man who's untouchable. And I'm sitting there being like, is this man gonna be actually evil, or is he just weirdly kind of evil by accident? Because like, he's like Duke Pruitt or whatever. But like, every single time they get into some seedy place or some place of some dark society, this fucker is right there, and the story does not treat him like a threat. The story keeps treating this blatant pedo like he's just comic relief, and I'm like, he's gotta be evil sooner or later, right? Like, this man exists to just harass CL unintentionally because CL keeps showing up in places where this creep is. And I'm like, does no one else realize this is a blatant child in this place? Like, Sebastian being in disguise is fine. Him with long hair is fine. But like, no one realizes this blatant 13-year-old boy is in a adult-only space. Funny, quirky fellow. Nothing bad happened here. Like, I will admit, I preferred Black Butler when it was a slice of life series. Yes, it was like that in the very beginning. It being a mystery series is kind of shit. Like, the problem with the mystery part is that like it's just kind of there, and yeah, the anime literally just invented 2 whole characters that didn't even exist in the manga, and I'm like, what the fuck? Because the anime is like, what if we made another especially abused little boy who's actually into it? And I'm like, what? Like, what if we made our own random like Shota Yaoi? And I'm like, oh my god. Like, and CL's like, no, CL's like, I'm the good, weird, creepy, like, victim because I don't like when adults touch me, and like the other kid's like, oh, I do it, so it's fine. I'm like, what the hell? What are we doing here? Look, even as a kid, I saw the icky bits and wanted to yell at the creator. Like, the creator has a great style. Like, that's the thing that pisses me off. They have such a great style. They did all of the character designs for Twisted Wonderland. They know how to make some sexy, sassy men. But they should stay away from anything that has, like, children in it. Like, god damn it. Because, again, like... and again, there is some pretty interesting things that happen in Black Butler, but, like, my favorite character is literally like Soma and Agni, which I know something bad happens to like Agni though. I know it does, and I'm dreading when that happens because he's such a good boy. Him and Soma are just such good boys. They are such a delight. I love them so much, but I know one or both of them are gonna die, and I'm like, oh god. Anyway, back to the point. The point is that I was doing market research. So I'm like, okay, so what about this do I actually like? I like the character designs. I do like the push and pull that like Sebastian and CL have. Like, I do like that. That part is actually really good. You know, I just wish it wasn't so. I don't know. But anyway, any perverted CEO ideas, get out of here. So, it's like, and I'm like, okay, so that's the stuff I actually do like. I also do like the opulence of it. Like, I'm not gonna pretend that I'm a part of the, you know, take down and eat the rich because I want to be the rich. Like, everyone's like, ban capitalism. I'm like, you would not want to ban capitalism if you were at the top. Shut up. Like, yeah, capitalism is bad and so are cell phones, but I keep using both. Like, I will be a hypocrite about it. I'd be like, they're like, down with the rich, and then like, all you gotta do is just have them win the lottery, and then they're like, oh, actually, you know what, being rich is great. Anyway, but so I'm like, okay, so if my story is basically just me kidnapping Sebastian and stuffing him in a new skin, don't want me, then okay, I think I could fix this. Like, because I'm like, I'm gonna be 110%. That is literally all my isekai story is. It's just, imagine if like Sebastian actually like, I also do like Sebas from Overload too. I like him too. I like his like badassery and his dedication. I like that. So I'm like, okay, so my stories are like, if Sebastian was like obsessed with a woman, that's it. Like, it's literally just, my story is just if Sebastian was obsessed with a woman. Still can't believe his master is fucking Touch Me. I love Touch Me. Like, I wish Touch Me got to be like in not Black Butler, actually. Anyway, but like, if Touch Me could actually have just been in Overlord instead of just hearing about him, I would. Can you imagine how insane Touch Me would be in this goddamn story? Oh god, he is such a great character. I'm like, man, can we please find a way to isekai Touch Me? I want to see him be a menace. Can you imagine this fucker? Like, he would be like talk about stress, because like, yeah, like, you know, hello queen, happy Melon March. Oh god, it's continuing. Also, hey there, Bax, Zach, hello, welcome in, how are you? I said hello at all. It's going good. I'm complaining about Black Butler, as is tradition. Like, he's super cool. Like, I love him. Apparently he's a bug or something, but he wore armor, so no one cares. Well, also, I also hate Black Butler. Honestly, Black Butler was legitly better as a slice of life. This is my opinion, but it's a gay shonen. Oh yeah, for those who don't know, it's actually a shonen, which means this was made for little boys, not even for women. I stopped at the first season because it wasn't on Netflix, and it gets weirder. It never stops getting weird. The only reason people give Black Butler a pass is because the guys are hot. Like, honestly, I should have stopped when they killed Madame Red. I should have stopped right there. I should have not even gotten to the fucking circus. Madame Red was such a good character. She was so good, but like, the creator of Black Butler's like, yeah, but she's a woman, and it's just any woman. She's a sexy booba woman, so yeah, let's kill her. And I'm like, why would you do that? Why would you kill such a great character? She's so cute. She had a great backstory, and like, you know, it's like, no, we need to have the annoying little 13-year-old be like in a really weird power dynamic with everyone around him, you know? Like, CL is annoying. CL is the worst part of Black Butler. Was my first, yeah. I hate that. Like, not the fact that like CL, like not CL, but like Sebastian keeps having these moments where he's like, I need to go seduce someone, specifically a woman. They never, like, Sebastian never seduces a man. He only seduces women, and yet everyone keeps pretending this man is gay. Everyone keeps pretending that this demonic man who specifically goes after a very specific type of woman is gay for a 12-year-old. Also, there's the other one that's blonde. Yeah, that kid doesn't exist in the manga, but like, yeah, the other 12/13-year-old They're like, what if we had who wears you like, you know, this boy's a slut because he wears even shorter shorts. I hate that. I have Madame Red's hat IRL. She's like, I love Madame Red. She had a really good design and everything. Also, hey there, Queen Nova Midnight. Welcome in, welcome in. How are you today? Like, the fact that the other blonde boy is just like, oh, well, I'm gonna wear shorter shorts so that the creepy adult men that perv on me will do it faster? I don't know. They didn't, and then, like, the fact that CL's quote-unquote the good one because he wears longer pants and doesn't like when creepy guys touch him, I'm like, oh my gosh. Lizzie deserves better. Like, the fact is, like, this creator can make good female characters, but she either kills them off or, like, I don't know, betrays them or something. See, saw you my recommendations and wanted to say hi, and I love your model. Thank you. I made it myself. They really said, let's make it confusing if these are little girls or little boys, because the voice and the outfits don't help at all. Like, technically, CL never actually dresses as a boy. He actually dresses as a girl constantly. It's just the boy fashion he's quote-unquote wearing is modern, like, J fashion. Like, he's basically wearing a type of Lolita fashion that's not really for boys, but they keep pretending it is. Like, Sebastian isn't. Sebastian, if any, there's two things that Sebastian loves. Apparently seducing busty women and cats. That's it. Femboy supremacy, I wish it wasn't weird in this case. Like, Theo's not even a femboy, he's just a child. He's literally a little beanpole little boy with a big ass head and an eye patch that no one seems to notice. The fuck you mean? What do you mean? Like, sticking a boy in a dress doesn't make him a fanboy. They really use him as a little, like they do. Morning chat, Morning made you so brush about the hand holding. Like, leave it alone. I thought I deleted it. Damn it. Ah, God damn it, I'm thinking about it. Ah, Axel, why? You betrayed me. You betrayed me, you monster. Anyway, I hope you have fun. Thank you very much for stopping by, Serby. This is how I found about Hisoka in Hunter x Hunter. What's the, but like, and the thing is, a lot of people also tend to treat pedophiles that target boys as a joke, which is why they tend to get way closer to their targets. Like, oh, she's inspired by Victoria. I mean, it is, however, like, bruh, men never wore that much frickin' lace. Like, basically, like, he literally dresses like a little girl. Because it's inspired by Victorian, but all they literally did is took a Victorian woman's outfit and stick pants on it. That's what they did for this boy. Boys weren't allowed to really dress like flamboyantly. They just looked like boring little adults, you know? Like, and they only really wore shorts when they were like, literally like single digits. As soon as you get that 10-year-old, you're getting long pants, my young man. Like, as soon as you hit 10 years old, you are wearing longer pants. We are covering those ankles, you know? Like, they had like corsets and cinched waists and stuff, but like, CL literally be wearing ribbons and like technically the way CL dresses is closer to like pre-French Revolution. That's technically how CL dresses. He dresses more like a freaking French duke or whatever. With how much ruffles is on this kid. We'll not talk about the subject. Give an essay. Oh no, what's the subject? What are we talking about? They only got modernized because of war rations. I mean, yeah. I only saw the preview and I didn't read it fully. Ellie was going full detective mode on what the hell you typed out. No, I can't think about the thing. I gotta be serious. I gotta be serious when I'm talking about Black Butler. Because I'm like, oh, I just have this like, what? Like, I really do feel like Black Butler can be good sometimes, but the problem is it literally just stops dead in its tracks to fetishize a child sometimes. I'm just not trying to blackmail you. Leave me alone. Look, if I didn't try to blackmail you, would we really be friends? I'm finding somebody's in terms of Victor. Oh Lord. Okay. I was gonna be like, I'm gonna draw something different. No, we're gonna draw Stella again because you guys can't stop me. I've been working on her design lately. Right, serious. One of the constants of this guy. I'm serious. I'm a serious person. Yep, I'm a serious, all right. Oops. Oh, here I am. Let me get over here. Let's see. Excuse me. Goodness. I can't believe I burped like that. Sorry. Some people say that they can fix them. Meanwhile, I knew it was golf shenanigans. Oh yeah. Asher actually got me the golf battle game. He actually got me that, so I gotta play that soon. That's gonna be so funny. It's gonna be so funny. It's gonna be so funny. Thank you, Asher. I love you. It's like, boys like at least 6 then wear a dress because it was easier for the mom. But that was the proper rules for dressing that was strict. Yeah, like the thing is, like, before, like, you basically when you're like, you know, like the thing about like a lot of fashions during the Victorian Edwardian age is that, like, when you were a child you were a weird androgynous thing, you know. That's why almost everybody wore the same frilly little dress when they were born. You know, they didn't have, like, you know, it's just like you couldn't tell what a kid's gender was in paintings until they were like literally old enough to start standing on their own, and then maybe they get little pants. A lot of times they would still wear dresses, honestly. Okay, let's get this party started. I'm just getting everything set so we can switch over. Yeah, I changed the design recently and I think it's better, but I'm gonna see in a little bit. Because, like, Leo, like, was easy to draw, Toby was easy to draw, but Stella's been giving me some trouble. This girl's been giving me some fucking trouble. Like, mainly because I've always, like, been not scared to draw her, but, like, she's always been, like, kind of wrong. So I gotta fix her. Okay. Let's get on over, shall we? What did that stream? Okay. Wings gone, and tap it. Let's see here. We're going back over here. Warm up time. But no, but the fact is, like, and again, I know at the end of the day, you can get away with a lot as long as your fans are okay with it. And the fact that Black Butler can get away with subpar story as long as the men look fabulous pisses me off. You know? Did you say Winton? No. Cass, I'm worried about you. I think you're slowly becoming an old man. But like a lot of people just let the story get away with being subpar because everybody looks so fabulous and so beautiful, and I'm like, oh, God, no. Like, I'm kind of glad, like, the story wasn't about the annoying 13-year-old. In fact, he barely exists in the first couple of chapters, honestly. Because, like, Sebastian was always just kind of like the guy who had to deal with this kid's crap. I kind of liked that better, you know? Like, he's still kind of like that, but Ciel's just like, I'm gonna go solve mysteries on a boat or whatever, and he's just like, I mean, I guess. Like, I think he's supposed to find out who killed his parents, and I'm like, I think they died in a fire or some shit, I don't know. It's not that important. The fuck you mean? I only let the shock out of my brain. It comes to Victorian and Edwardian clothing. I still remember the time I went by my first manga shop and saw Black Butler and asked why the adult was flirting with the child. To a random guy, I was like, it's okay, because they're gay. Honestly, yeah. It literally was like, yaoi fans will let assault happen, blatant violent assault happen, as long as the two men are cute. Like, that, like, literally make one of them a hairy man and suddenly the girlies will be like, ew, no, this is wrong. And I'm like, y'all need to stop. Like, it, like, the story does fetishize the fact that, like, Ciel was abused, you know, violently. The story does fetishize it, and I hate it. You know? see, in certain things we see as feminine now, like heels, makeup of some sort, wigs, and more when men wore, and some men can't do it. Like, yeah, a lot of stuff, like, because heels were basically for horseback riding and stuff like that. Like, men being fine point peacocks was seen as one of the most masculine things ever, you know? Like, because they could do a bunch of stuff. Like women weren't even allowed to be on horses and shit unless they were being kidnapped. So, but they're like, no, like the fact that pink was a masculine color because it was close to red, which is the most masculine color, but then they switched it. Like, that's why Cinderella's coding is blue, is because at the time that was a feminine color. Yes, I know her dress is silver, but like, you know, but like, honestly, everyone just pretends it's blue. Like, I know her dress is supposed to be silver or white, but no, we're gonna just say it's blue because half the time she looks good in blue, like she do. Like, they keep saying she's strawberry blonde. She's just straight up blonde. I don't know why everyone keeps acting like she's not blonde. Like, no, she's a strawberry blonde. Like, you're acting like she's a quarter brunette. She is neither of those things. Tea. Ah, my eyes. Anyway, we're not gonna do anything seriously. We're only gonna see if I can fix this woman's freaking design because it keeps pissing me off. Anyway, let's see if I can fix her. I can fix her. One thing I gave her was a bun, and that actually helped a lot. I think it might also just be the shape of her eyes bothers me too. Anyway. Heels were to make a man taller, supposedly. Yeah, it also makes you taller with that too. The thing I can't deal with is those type of men who are like, God, have you seen history? That isn't just the 19. Yeah, like a lot of them, like the guys who are kind of trying to, like, you know, who are trying to like clip their eyelashes because eyelashes are feminine. And I'm like, bro, eyelashes do something. They actually do something. What is wrong with you? Like, they're like, and then they're like getting eye infections and crap because stuff getting in their eye, and they're like, oh, how's this happening? I'm like, you dumbass. I do have high class. Before I go, here, have a joke. I need a vitamin C. Get out of here. The fedora, once a female hat, became a male hat in movies. Like, when it comes to things like fashion, things change around a lot, just depending, you know, like tailored clothing used to be something that men would wear, you know, to show off their body shape and their physique. Remember, it's figure if you're a girl, it's physique if you're a man. So stupid. I used to be more self-conscious about what colors I dress in. Now at least as I look good wearing pink, and I'm wearing pink. Like, the thing is, pink isn't even a bit, like, pink can look really good on guys. Like, some guys are like, no, we're gonna wear blue, gray, and green. And I'm like, some of them don't even want to wear blue. And I'm like, oh my God. Like, I think it's just because, like, the thing is, and the easiest way to explain is that to be a man, you just can't be a woman. But what is a woman changes so freaking often that they keep doing stupider and stupider things to not be women. I don't care, I just wear black and white. Like, Cass is just a freaking checkerboard. Other guys also don't wear, also don't wipe in the bathroom. Oh yeah, that's like, yeah, man, if I smell good, that means I'm a woman. I'm like, no, that just means you're clean, you psychopath. Like, some of that stuff be killing me though. Like, I'm just like, y'all nasty. Just, I don't know, just wear, like, they're like, no, I don't want, and it's like, I don't want, like, and I'm sitting there being like, and then they wonder why women don't like them. You know, like, one of my favorite things is like this guy complaining that like he put on all this muscle so he can get women, you know, and then he's like surprised that only men want to hit on him. I'm like, wow, who could have seen this coming? That weird advice that, you know, women are into muscle only seems to appeal to men. That's kind of funny. Yes, I have a checkerboard. Unfortunately, I only have one white garment. We have to get you more. We have to get you more, dude. Let's see here. There we go. Yes. I have to be like, what is a natural way to put your hands or whatever? Okay, my take on what is a man slash woman DSD exist. Don't wipe us out just because we have a small portion and it doesn't fit your ideals. Like, my thing is, like, it doesn't ever freaking matter at the end of the day. Like, that's the thing that gets me, is people would be like, oh, this person exists, and I'm like, okay, who cares? Like, who cares, you know? Like, like, I do not care. Literally, I need to get my silhouette is a rectangle so I can hide my figure. I don't want people to see me as a twink, an otter, or a tank. Oh no, you gotta hide that body. Hide that body. Anyway, oh god, I lost it again. I don't know, the way I see it is, like, when it comes to, like, the whole man-woman thing, it's almost always just kind of like, you know, you're like, oh, like, because I'll be sitting there being like, because it always bothers me, the weird translation of, oh no, if you, because I was like, because my filter is just, instead of saying blank is gay, I say blank means you want to have sex with men. You know? See, my natural place to put my hands is on my hips because I'm a sexy bitch. Like, and the worst thing is, every single time I phrase it like that, people instantly get mad at me. I'm like, okay, so let me get this straight. If you're a guy and you like listening to Britney Spears, that means you like to have sex with men. He's like, what? No, that just makes it gay. But that means you have sex with men. He's like, no, that's not what that means. What does gay mean? He's like, you know, gay. And I'm like, as in a guy having sex with another guy? So you want to have sex with men if you like Britney Spears. And like, the guy got so mad at me. Because I kept saying that. Because I'm like, does that mean I'm gay if I like to listen to Britney Spears? Does it make me want to make out with women? I mean, it doesn't, but I guess I might be doing the gay wrong. Yes, I do say it in that specific voice, and he hates me. Random question. Any of y'all watch any new animes? Me and Elliot have been catching up on My Hero Academia, not Vigilantes. Not gonna lie, I like it better because OG MHA, mainly because I find more. I think honestly, someone I know who I talk to every day has been watching Vigilantes. I think because Deku is like the weakest part of My Hero Academia, without him in it, it's a much better series because the world is authentically interesting. I'm a fan. I'm a fan. So I'm open that I can't decide or whether accept or have a kid or become pan and no creeps. Yeah. It's supposed to mean happy, but somehow it got turned to homosexuality. Yeah, and that's why I like to say homosexuality and instead of saying gay, because gay is like a weird filter people use for control. But if you literally just cut to the chase and actually phrase what they're saying like that, it makes them very uncomfortable because it sounds really stupid. You know? Like, it's very funny. I stopped watching anime. Also update on Saga of Tanya the Evil. No, Tanya just gets more fucking work despite being a child. Really? I'm not saying I want weird stuff to happen to Tanya, but I think it's funny that we finally respect a young girl when the young girl is secretly a man. I find that interesting. Like, wow, it's almost like, you know, like if you, I kind of want to go around injecting lollies with, like, you know, secret 30 man syndrome and see how many people still find them hot. Like, just be like, yeah, you know, but they're like just sitting there smoking, trying to shave. Like, love Deku design, but his voice and personality are a bit much. Like, I kind of wish Koichi was. Like, the thing about, like, and again, my issue with Deku is that he kind of falls apart as a character very quickly the minute you think about him for 2 seconds. Yeah, she didn't get the SA treatment. Just more fucking work. That's interesting. That's very interesting. So remember, remember, young ladies, the key to being respect is to be secretly a 40-year-old man on the inside. If you're secretly a 40-year-old man, men will respect you and not try to molest you. That was awful. Oh my god. But yeah, like, honestly, like, if you are making any type of work or whatever, like, definitely, like, kind of research what the closest thing to your series or what you want or what inspired you to make the story in the first place. And it actually will make things way better, I think. Okay. Make this a little bit better, I think. Okay. Oh, wait, let me do this. Excuse me. I hate burping. I hate it so much. There we go. There's this cute meme I saw that had homosexual slimes say women and lesbian slime can't ment. Aw. Also, my friend and I got at one point decided to use the term hetero as an insult. Like, you hetero? Ah, no, not the straights. Well, time to reread JJK now. But no, but that advice was actually really good, and just like, you know, actually check out the series, like basically check out the series that or if you're making a series or a story, go ahead and read the story that you liked enough to basically be influenced by it and see what works in that and everything. And I'm like, that's actually some really good advice. Of just being like, okay, so what actually works over here? What is it that made me think this is actually good? You know, even if it's trash. You know, which is why I'm rereading Black Butler. But also I found like another, like, and I was like, okay, so what other story is this like? And I'm like, me coming to terms with the fact that the stories that influenced me the most are kind of garbage is kind of sad, which means my story will be garbage. My beautiful story will be garbage, and I will just have to accept it. Like, I just have to accept that this is just gonna be garbage. It's gonna be trash, and I'm gonna love it. Like I'm just like, man, oh, I wanted this to be like, you know, like good, and it's just like, no, it's gonna be garbage because I like garbage. Like, I like garbage, so this will be garbage. I'm like, oh man, I want to make a good series. Wow. I love your garbage. Because it's like, this story is literally just because I had to narrow down the scope because the story was falling apart. You know, it was actually falling apart. And you're like, oh, what does that mean? And I'm like, it's literally like when the story just kind of feels like there's nothing else to do, even though there should be stuff to do. It just doesn't feel like it works. So I'm like, okay, no, I gotta actually like work on this, you know, I gotta actually work on this, and it fell apart. Now we just have to take the garbage and make it to a piece of art. Put Stella in the random Rick Owens runaway. I don't even know what that is. I'll say there must be hello. Like, I'm just like, what is that? Like, who are you? Let's see. Cause I drew this right the other day. Oh wait, no, I don't like that. But like, I don't know. Want me to choose one? Sure. I went to see your story. My son's a anime protagonist because, like, okay, that one was funny. Though, like, because it would be a short story, obviously, of this woman just dealing with the fact that the plot itself is basically trying to kill her. So the son can become an anime protagonist, and she's like not about it, but she still loves her son, and she hates her husband for leaving her like this. He literally, like, her husband's like, yeah, well, peace out, and she's like, what do you mean? Like, she's just trying to survive while everyone, like, while the plot's trying to kill her. Like, oh my god, that'd be so funny. Jose there, Glue Eater 1991. Welcome in. My name is Sammy Enigma. I'm an Elder Dragon Mob Boss. Thank you so much for joining the organization. You can pick me a badge at the front desk. I don't like this. But yeah, that one, I'm not gonna lie, that would just be a straight up joke one. Just literally just this lady trying to survive while, like, they're trying to trigger the boy's protagonist background by murdering her, and she's like, I'm not about that shit. Like, I'm not gonna lie, that does sound really funny. Like, if I might actually just do that one as just as a practice, because doing practice comics is actually really good, but I might do that just for practice. You can send to the DMs. That's you can just send to the DM. That's fine. Let's see. Like, cause having things to practice would be good, you know. Just like her just being like, I'm not about this shit. Like I'd have to like really I'd have to really work on it though. Like I think I'd probably try to narrow it down to like and okay, let's take a look. Let us take a look, shall we? And hope my stream doesn't stutter. Oh my god, what the hell is that? I mean, I could put her in that, but what is she even gonna do in there? What is she even gonna do in there? That looks like an evil tulip. What the fuck? Oh god. Okay, I think the eyes are good. I think the eyes are good. Okay. Here. Oh. But no, like, but like, yeah, because I do like learning about like the process and stuff. Let's see. But yeah, but I probably would just make it a little short story comic or something, maybe a one-shot. Which I did not realize that one-shots do not have to be 30 pages. You can make a one-shot 15 pages, so I'm like, wait, I think I might just do that. Like, just make a one-shot of this lady whose son is an isekai, bro. Not isekai, but just a shonen protagonist or some shit, and her just trying to keep herself and her little baby boy safe, you know? Like, should he just, like, my thing is, like, what kind of hair color should the little protagonist boy have? Should he have black hair or white hair? Probably black hair, because if he has white hair, he's less likely to live. And he'd probably just end up being a rival or something. No, he's gotta be the actual protag. So he's probably gonna have like her and her husband have like brown hair and their kid has black hair for some reason. Like, he was like, it's just like, I don't, why is his hair black? You know, like, it's just like, what is going on here? And like, her husband just pieces out. Even a 30-page one shot never like looks at my 50. Like, I mean, most one-shots tend to be pretty short, you know? And I'm like, I mean, it would be funny. It would be funny. Like, and it's good practice. Like, I did learn when I did my my one-shot for my lore comic, like, yeah, I'm redoing it, but I actually did learn a lot from that one time I did do it. So I might do this just so I can get more practice in. I love that your stories are funny and silly. Like, 90% of mine are itchy. Well, it depends on what you're into, because like I like funny stuff that just is very, very kooky. Like I will fully admit I like me some kooky nonsense. You know? Am I gonna sneeze? Am I gonna sneeze? Am I gonna sneeze? No. Maybe? Am I going to sneeze? Excuse me. The answer is yes. Oh, I hate sneezing. Anyway. Oh. Then again, I treat my writing like a form of therapy, which there's nothing wrong with that either, though. Like, I do that too, which is why a lot of stuff I don't post, not just because it's bad, but because it's very personal, you know? I remember that one guy who sent a film about paint drying so that people who checked the film had to go through 8 hours of paint drying just to see if it had something bad. Damn. Bless you, thank you. Excuse you, thank you. Paint drying, I can't. But no, I want to have, like, you know, when it comes to like my like writings and stuff, like, it's not that I want to even really say anything profound, because I straight up don't. I do not want to say anything profound, man. Like, I just want to be a goofy goober. Like, I want to be a goofy goober, man. You know, but I do want to actually have, like, but I can't pretend that this isekai story is not my magnum opus, because this is the most... My stupid isekai story is, like, the longest project I've had that I consistently worked on for decades. Like, this is, like, Stella is one of my oldest OCs, you know? I even tried changing her name several times. That did not work. I just have to accept that her name is Stella, and I don't even know why I named her that, by the way. You should just name that. Like, I don't even know why I named her Stella, to be quite honest. But that's just what her name is. Like, Leo has always been the same way, though. He has never, like, as soon as I saw Black Butler and got pissed off at CL, Leo was born. Why doesn't he have a better name? I don't know. I tried changing his name, too. It didn't work. Like, I tried changing Leo's name, I tried changing Stella's name, and then Toby exists, and Toby was fine just the way he is. Toby is perfection. Like, my boy. Like, Toby wasn't the first third one. Technically, that was Domon, but Domon has, like, multi-personality disorder, so, you know. Let's see. I do not like this hilarious shovel chin she's got going on here. Yeah, fucking shovel chin. You can't be having that, man. Oh, Jesus. One random thing, I recently found a manga, and it's a complete subverse of the older woman trope instead of the typical mommy trope. The female lead is a buff, socially awkward 30-year-old girl failure who doesn't have many friends, but the male lead is actually in his 20s, acts like the female lead's parent, trying to get her to eat healthily. It's unironically very cute because the two are trying to become friends. That's cute. Like, the thing is, like, I understand a lot of people are like, you know, straight couples are boring and you guys, and it's oversaturated and all that, but like, it's not. The thing is, and the reason why, like, and I'm not saying that there shouldn't be, like, you know, the LGBT couples, I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying is there's a difference between a, you know, standard, between like a standard couple and an unorthodox one. Oh god. Not gonna lie, I remember the that amount of dumb research I had to go through just to put two names together. Like, one of my characters, Varla, was riddled with PTSD, anxiety, depression, because those were issues I was struggling with. Aw, and still am. Aw, honey. And I inadvertently designed her so that I could play her so I could work through my issues. I ended up shelving her, hoping to play her again someday, but I'm making progress and finding myself no longer needing to or losing interest in playing her again. No, I get that. Like I said, I have very specific OCs I have to kind of work through my issues when it comes to things. Stella is not one of them. Stella is literally just wish fulfillment nonsense. Like, that is Stella's job, is wish fulfillment nonsense. Like, there is literally nothing else to her. But she is the closest to me in personality. There you go. Like, it's like, and also just kind of like, but I'm like, no, I'm gonna actually have to make her a real character, not an OC. Like, read, semi-read, shut up. But I'm like, oh no, I gotta make her into a real character with flaws or whatever. Which, giving, like, I mean, I just gave her my flaws, 110%. I just gave her my flaws. I don't even care. Like, she has like this hilarious like situation where she's so used to be like, she's like, cause I actually sat down and thought, like, does she have to be an isekai protagonist? Does she have to be from the quote-unquote real world? You know, does she have to do that, or can she just be from the world she wakes up in? And after thinking about it for approximately 3 years, I decided that actually, yeah, she does have to be an isekai protagonist. Like, she actually does. Like, because the things that I would like to show in the story require her to not be from the world she is in. You know? Oh, like, when it comes to like isekai protagonists, sometimes they don't actually have to be isekai protagonists, you know? So for me, I'm like, okay, because I actually did have some versions of Stella where she was not an isekai character, where she was actually just from the world, and it didn't really do what I wanted. So if she was from another country or something, it would not have worked. Because even if I just made her from a different country, because I have other countries, it actually wouldn't work for what I want from the story. Like, because again, I've been working on this for like 25 years or so. Like, so I've been working on this for a very long time. And I mean, these two are definitely an odd couple. The male lead is introverted, a bit of a busybody who looks after the female lead, and the female lead is a boisterous and loud. But if she feels like she is failing to become a cooler older lady role she wants for herself, she becomes a bigger baby. She's like, I'm gonna be a mature woman, and be mature is hard. Like, I love odd couples so much, and I wish I saw more of them. Odd couples are great, especially when like they're just unconventional, because like, yeah, everyone's like, you know, like, I honestly don't think like the issue of a character, like, of a character being straight is a problem. It's literally like, for example, the fact that like having a, you know, like a big buff woman and a feminine man seems like it should be completely normal, but everyone treats it like it's weird. Hey, turns out, hello at all. It's going good. There we go. And so for me, I'm like, so for my character, I'm like, no, she actually does need to be from here, because the issues that she has wouldn't make sense. Like, let's see, there we go. Like, it's in the, because like this is also technically Stella is also part of an odd couple where she's basically like more or less in a relationship with a hilariously like, she's like in a relationship with like a functioning yander, right? Like that's kind of the only way I can put it, is that she's in a relationship with a functioning yandere, but she keeps having her own personal problems. You know? Because I'm like, if you're like, you know, because again, one of the biggest one of the biggest things about Stella is that like Stella is black. She is not, you know, she's not Japanese. I lost my voice watching a cursed video. Oh no. Like, Stella is like not Japanese, for one thing. She is actually straight up American black, you know. Yeah, like a rom-com, yeah. And so for her, like, her biggest thing is like, I'm like, no, I'm gonna give her literal black woman problems. But not the problems everyone's used to, not the thing about hair or whatever. Like, a lot of times when you think about black lady issues, you think of like hair and she's too sassy or whatever. I'm like, no, I'm gonna give her like the deep black woman issues that people do not think about because they don't know enough black women to know it's a problem. Stella herself, like, she's used to basically forcing herself to be as invisible as possible. Like, she's used to trying to make herself as invisible as possible because she doesn't, you know, want to attract any attention, because like, long story short, when you're a black woman and you get attention is almost never a good thing. It is never a good thing when a black woman gets attention. She's also used to just people just being extra violent towards her because she's just kind of there. You know, like, because a lot of people have, like, it's one of those things that people do love them some violence on black women, you know. So Stella suffers from that because she was like not like one of those, you know, if you squint she could be technically passing. No, she's unabashedly a black woman, you know. So I always wondered, like, if you are like black in America, what would it actually feel like if you went to a world where technically that didn't exist? Or a race where you're used to doesn't exist in the same way. Like, technically in the world she gets like transported to, number one, I can't really bring myself to make any fantasy story I come up with an isekai, which is fine. The thing is, isekai is not, in my opinion, there's fantasy, but isekai is a special type of fantasy because it has a perspective from outside of the fantasy world, which is why it's an isekai in the first place. Like, the problem is a lot of isekais kind of forget that the perspective from the outside is the key to what makes the story, I think, because they tend to only use their isekai protagonists to basically do delicious capitalism. But like, oh no, they don't know what toilet paper is, I'm gonna invent toilet paper, and then everyone's like, oh my god, you created toilet paper, oh my god, and then you're a millionaire, and then you get a harem or whatever. But instead, I'm like, okay, so what if you have a story where that just isn't really important? Like, Stella has to deal with her own issues. She has to deal with the fact that she, even though she is in a world where she doesn't have to worry about the continued trauma of being a black American, that trauma doesn't just go away because she's in another world. Stuff still happens where, even though it's not targeting her because she is black, it still targets her because she's a woman. So Your toilet paper example is an actual manga called Toilet Paper to Another Down. I hate that. Like, oh my god, I wanna scream. But like, you know, I'm just in here being like, okay, so what if, you know, she just lives like in a world where that's not important, you know? So I'm like, okay, so, you know, and then because she is also just used to being, you know, invisible, because again, like, a lot of people don't realize that Black women go through this, by the way, because we're kind of like constantly in the situation where our very existence is too loud, so people try to cram us down to be as invisible as possible, you know, erasing us from spaces and whatever. But unfortunately, a lot of Black women are like powder kegs, where if you pack us down enough, eventually we will explode. You know, we just kind of hit what I used to call the metal bar, where we can't compress anymore, and so we explode. It's just most of the time we explode in very unhealthy ways. So what's Stella basically being like I don't know, I decided she's gonna be like somewhere between, like, you know, like she's gonna be like 35. I'm gonna make her a nice 35-year-old. You know, so a lot of the stuff is like ingrained in her. So because if I made her any younger, that means she has the potential to outgrow some things. I'm like, no, this stuff is like a part of her life now. You know, so I'm like, okay, so she basically, you know, has to like live with the fact that like she's just a wee bit traumatized, you know, which is why she even escaped into a game in the first place, you know, in a game where she could basically just kind of make whatever she wanted and just kind of escape the horrors of everyday racism in America. Which I understand why a lot of people don't think about this, but I'm like, the fact that most isekai protagonists are either white guys or Japanese, they don't really have this type of perspective because they're not a part of an oppressed group, you know? So I'm like, no, I'm gonna be like, what happens when you get someone who's used to being a part of the oppressed group and basically take that oppression away? What in the heck is she even gonna do with herself? You know? And like, and then on top of that, she has a fucking demon butler. Because she's also not used to basically prioritizing herself at all. Oh geez. In the manga, their dialogue is very cute too. They talk about their company's physical exams, and the male lead asks if she's going to pass, and to which she starts showing off her abs. She's a picture of health, to which the boy asks, okay, but how are your internal organs? Because she smokes a lot and the protein jello and energy drinks. Oh no, her diet's trash. Oh god. Someone help her. Let's see here. Okay, I think I want to go with this. But yeah, so I'm like, I honestly feel like, you know, exploring kind of like what that's kind of like, you know, where because again, like, because no one ever really thinks of someone who has been like oppressed getting isekai'd. Like, technically, more Western stories have it, but because they rarely get to stay in the world that they get isekai to in the West, we don't really have the equivalent of just staying in the world you get stuck in, you know? So I'm like, okay, no, what happens if that happens, you know? Like, she's literally just out in the woods with her freaking psychotic like demon man. Oops. Oh no, did it freeze? Oh god, it did. Okay, fixed it. Oh, I should probably save this. LOL. Let's do. See, I already have 6, I think. So this will be 7. This will be 7. There we go. Yes. I mean, honestly, if people try to stuff you down, by all means, fucking pop up. Like, the problem is like, you have to kind of be careful about that sort of thing when you're not a part of the dominant group, because your life does automatically mean less than other people, so people have less guilt killing you. Like, that's the thing. Like, when you're black, we used to kind of be able to gaslight ourselves into thinking our lives did matter, but then there's an entire counter protest to saying, actually, no, we don't. So when we do something, that basically means we're at a point where we know we're gonna die. So normally if you see a black person doing something that is blatantly dangerous, it's because they feel like they have nothing left to live for, and so they are not necessarily okay, but they know that their death will be quicker than whatever was going on. like that's actually how extreme it has to get, like, you know, if you're Black in America, is that if you do something, it's not because you also consider yourself on par with everyone else. It's because you know your life automatically does mean less than the people around you, you know? Like, it does. It straight up does, you know? And so, like, yeah, as angry as I am about stuff, I can't do anything about it. Because, like, it's like, kind of like, do I feel like getting murdered for this? No, I don't. And then that'll be the end of it. See, then they go out to eat an actual meal, and she's only eating meat, so the guy is trying to get her to eat not the vegetables, but she's being picky and pushing the vegetables away. The guy's like, he's like, you're literally a meat rabbit. Yeah, you refuse to eat, like, vegetables. Oh god. To which she responds, like, my name has nothing to do with what I eat. Which is fucking ridiculous. No colors should make anyone's life mean less. It shouldn't, but it's just not the world we live in. You know? Which is why I'm like, you know what? I kind of want to just make a story where, you know, she gets to kind of figure out how that would be like, you know? Like, not only that, but the other thing is like, you know, she's like, and again, like, this is all the trauma from her previous life, you know? This is stuff that doesn't just go away. Like, I know a lot of people, like, who get isekais, they kind of have an easier time just transitioning to whatever, but I'm like, no, like, she'd take a minute because she's also not used to anybody caring about her, you know? She's not used to actually being anybody's, like, priority or anything, you know? It's kind of like the only time anybody cared about her, quote unquote, is if she had something to offer them, you know? So for her, actually being in a place where not only does she not have to worry about being, you know, profiled specifically because she's Black, but also that she gets to be, like, protected by someone who actually cares about her, who doesn't automatically want something from her. These are things she's not used to and things she's gonna have to kind of figure out, you know? Lots of these guys do have a white savior type beat, and they try to tap on more subtle themes and they don't quite land. Yeah, and it's because they're not from and this is just my opinion, I could be wrong. The low tabber fade meme is still massive. The what? I don't think I know what that one is. But I think it's because most of the people who tend to write isekai feel like them being a nerd is what oppression looks like, not with what actual oppression looks like. So when they just solve oppression by just, I don't know, either ignoring it, participating in it, or just inventing toilet paper, then that's kind of why some of these things feel weird. Because if you are a part of an oppressed group, you're like, that is not how that works. You know? And again, their goal is almost always just the wish fulfillment, which again, I'm not against wish fulfillment, by the way. Wish fulfillment is great. It is great. But the issue is when they decide that this is just the way it is. You know? And I'm like, and to me, it's just more sad than anything else, where I'm just like, no, there could be something cool here, but it's all about the closest they get is maybe dealing with misogyny, maybe, but not very often. Yeah, I kind of like that. Check your DMs. Okay, let me see about the DM. What the fuck? I can't. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's beautiful. I fucking can't. Someone get me out of here. Oh my god. Oh, so that's what the lower tabber faded. Okay, I see. That is great. Language? No. I'm an adult. I do what I want. Okay, I kind of like this. don't know, I just like, I honestly do feel like, you know, these are things I actually just want to explore on my own, not necessarily because I want people to be aware, because honestly, people do not care. No one gives a shit. Like, no one gives a shit, and that's okay. I mean, it's not okay, but you know what I mean. I just wish my fulfillment to feel earned if there was genuine work and effort shown for the goal, then it works for me. That makes sense. No, you have a point. I've rarely seen any isekai have any kind of depth like that, and that's the thing, like, that's not the point most of the time, and I get that. I get most of the time it's basically about like, well, I just want to, you know, turn my brain off and be surrounded by pretty girls and whatever, and I'm also admitting that I was in that camp too, you know. I'm I'm actually like kind of, I care. Oh, good for you, hon. Like, but for me, I'm like, you know, it's like, I'm not even thinking about like, I'm even thinking about like not actually having this be like a freaking like, you know, whatchamacallit, like, I don't think there's even gonna be a harem anymore, because like when I actually just sat down and be like, okay, so no, if I actually just focus on like Stella's problems, you know, if I actually just focus on just her problems, what, like, there's way, like, it's basically way more interesting just having her deal with Leo than anything else, just because like her not used to anybody thinking about her or prioritizing her, and then you literally have this man who does, is really funny. You know. Hey you, yes you, remember breaks, hydration, wonderful like day or else, oh no. I was like, hey mom, hello, no. Let me drink my tea. I'm hydrating with my delicious mint tea. Good. Like, because again, harems are fine and all, but I'm like, like, if anything, I just want Stella to have friends at this point. I don't really care if she has a bunch of boyfriends or whatever. I just want her to have regular friends at this time, because that means more to her, you know. It actually does mean more to her to just have regular friends. You know. Also, thank you for the care combo. Been quiet some time. I see. Ah, my back. Oh god. But like, when I actually just decided, you know, when I was working on my story and everything, because I was doing this really hilarious, whatchamacallit, I was doing like a pseudo outline of just being like, okay, so, because like some things just kind of didn't really work out, but I'm like, no, I just want her to have friends. I just want her to have friends, because to me that's way better than just having a bunch of guys fawn over her, you know? I cast throwback. Stop it. Not throw brick. But like, I think she's gonna have a friend harem versus a datey one. Because her having because of the way she was treated in her previous life, that she's basically just nothing more than a tool and an emotional punching bag. Her just having people that care about her is literally something that's foreign to her. Even her own parents, who she doesn't hate her parents, but she also doesn't fully acknowledge all the horrible crap they've done to her. You know, like, she's like, oh, you know, it's fine, that's just the way it is, you know. But like, if anyone else hears half the stuff that happened to her, they'll be like, girl, you need help. You know. The only times I've seen the isekai having that kind of character development is MC actually has fucked up trauma. Yeah, pretty much. Also, stop bonking me, how dare you. I take my leave, I am sick. Okay, please feel better. I hope you feel better. Bye bye. You know, so for Stella, she's like, you know, she's literally like she's used to being the friend you call when you need something, but you ignore her 90% of the time. And she's just kind of like, well, if you I guess if you need anything, just let me know. And the only time she's actually felt anything remotely close to actual, like, you know, affection is literally from a quote-unquote fictional character in her game. You know, like, that is the only time she's actually felt like, oh, I think I might actually matter. You know, I'm not sure how I feel about the bun. I might change that. Okay, this is on there, thank god. Okay, so I might let's see. Oh, hair, I might change that. I'm not sure. Like, I'm not sure. I may at least put her clothes on anyway. You know, because I'm like, no, like, because again, this is not everything that happens to her is stuff that's happened to me, but it's stuff that I personally know about, you know? So for me, I kind of want to put in the story just to kind of flesh her out, you know? But don't worry, not everything that happens to Stella is stuff that's happened to me, so don't worry too much. This concept sounds very familiar. It does. Ooh, from where? I'm addicted to a certain type of sadness. Not a certain type of sadness. There we go. I know it's from a song, but I cannot remember which one. Do I want it to be like a smaller one? I'm gonna order pizza after stream. Anyway. You know, because like, there's a sign. Oh, right. But like, when I actually looked at like, you know, kind of like what shapes her character and stuff like that, like what she actually, you know, would do now that she's just in another world with her hilariously clingy demon butler. Which, like, I'm not gonna lie, the interactions between her and Leo is the thing that literally is the funniest thing to me, because he's not even hiding the fact that he likes her, and she's just like, I don't know what to do with this information. You know? Like, she has, like, because it's not like she doesn't like him back, she's just kind of like, there's just so many dubious things about this. And, like, Leo's like, bitch, I don't care. You know? Like, he's like, I do not care. He is fine. See. I don't know. Yeah, pizza party. What? Oh, okay. Like that. Okay, anyway. Yeah, they're basically two grown adults. Like, cause one thing I will admit, I do like me some, like, you know, like butler romance. The problem I tend to have with most butler romances, though, is I don't know who keeps doing this, and I think it's because, again, I don't know, people are afraid of adult women, but most butler, like, anime involves a child, and it weirds me out. And I think it's because, like, because they're children, it's not seen as weird. Yeah, but like, it always weirds me out where the Ojo-sama is like 11 years old, but the butler's like 25. Like, why can't the woman be an adult? Like, damn it. Like, why does everyone keep pairing adults with children? Like, it would be like so much better if, like, you know, if they were both adults. I'm just saying. Maybe that's just me. Maybe that's just me. That I want to see two adults interact with one another. Like, but it's like, no, I want to see like an adult man and an adult woman interact. Wouldn't that be great? It's always just like, oh, the Ojo-san was like a freaking high schooler or a middle schooler or some shit. I'm like, what? Why must you do it? Like, why do you keep doing that? Like, can we just not have weird adult child pairings, please? They're like, oh, well, he's a butler, so he's gonna be professional and not do anything weird. And I'm like, yeah, but then he gets dangerously close to being weird, though. To add fuel to the industry full of not the Epstein people. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I think that actually is legitimately why that keeps happening, is because they're just trying to groom children, but whatever. So I'm just like, okay, so I'm gonna just, you know, not do that and just have it that, you know, they're both adults because I don't want to. Like, it's like, and I'm not gonna lie, I like the devotion that the men have, but it's always weird when it's a child. You know? So I'm like, no, I'm just gonna have her be an adult. It's fine. It's fine. Like, what are they gonna do? Like, nothing. Ah, yes, my favorite, just a random last-minute boob job. Anyway. The Office Worker Isekai, the other world's books depend on the being. Oh god, is that the yaoi one? Is really good about completely dodging the weird groom. Yeah, it's two adult men. Ah, yes, it seems the only way to evade grooming is to make them gay. Then there's the reverse of that, of an older maid and a young master that's clearly in middle school. Yeah, I see that too, where it's like, ah, yes, you have the young master and his maid, and I'm sitting here being like, do we have to? Like, I'm in full agreement. It's just weird that the kid having a grown ass. Why do you know? Like, the reason I know it's a yaoi one is because I like to watch. I do like to watch isekai complainer content, and that came up. Where I'm sitting there being like, that is okay. That is okay. Maybe they're just suggestive, and then it's just like, no, they're straight up going at it. I'm like, okay. Isekai gay accountant. Let's go. Like. Or whatever, like, but it's like, but well, no, it doesn't start off as gay. It's one of those, none of them, the two guys didn't know they were gay until they started boning. It's like, one guy's inside, the other guy's like, you know what, I think I might like men. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it kind of low-key annoys me when you have accidental straight guy yaoi, where the guys aren't gay, but they keep getting put in gay situations. So I'm like, why can't one just be gay so we can have that glorious gay angst of him being like, I don't know if this guy likes me because I'm a man or if he likes me because I'm the protagonist. Like, give me that angst. It's always just like, oh, I am a straight man. Oh, I am also a straight man. Let us do gay things. Okay. Like, it kind of bothers me that they're not actually gay. They're just there. MC account needs his back shots. No! Which is like vaccine shots, you know, like build up his magical immune system. I see. I can't. Also, grown-ass woman is weird too. Gender doesn't, like, it doesn't make it better when it's like a little boy and an older woman. It doesn't make it better. Like, some people excuse it because, again, we trivialize male victims, but like, it weirds me out when it's the boy and, like, you know, an adult woman. That is also weird. Like, some people like, oh, well, you wouldn't say the same thing if it was opposite. Yes, I fucking would! That is weird. Leave the little children alone, please. Please stop bothering the children, please. It's weird. Oh god. Oh lord. Oh. Like, it's like, it is not better if it's an adult woman and a little boy. It is not. Like, please. Why can't they just be adults? And they'll be like, oh, well, if they were both adults, then it'll be improper. It's not proper. It's not proper now. Like, look, someone who was obsessed with that Victorian Edwardian age, like, basically it would literally be like, you'd have, like, it's a little bit more likely with a boy and his nurse, but that bitch gets taken away the minute he needs to get education. It's not proper now. It never was. What do they mean? Like, that's how I feel about, like, I'm just like, that's not. They're like, oh, well, like, and it's always like the guys who are trying to justify being creeps who are like, oh, well, you know, you would be fine. No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't be fine because I'm not fine. I'm not fine at all. Like, it just bothers me so much how everyone keeps pairing people with children. I'm like, can we please stop bothering children for 500? And they're like, no, we must bother them more. We must groom the next generation so that way they don't understand that what's happening to them is actually really creepy and wrong. I'm like, oh, cool, I guess. I mean, well, I mean, I could get one. I could, but no. It's fucking weird either way. If the young master / mistress is an adult, like 18 bare minimum, then then I can accept it. Like, it's, and that's the thing. I like it when they're like, you know, at least, like, the only time I've seen it where it's not coming off as creepy is the butler to the girl is like so the same age. Like, he literally was like, she's like 6 and he's like 6 and he like grew up with her as her dedicated servant. That's fine. That's fine. Let them be the same age. They do not have to have that creepy age gap. You know, I would like to say I can't believe we are going to war over files. Oh god. Because it's actually believable they would base on what I've seen. Yeah. Ugh. That's the end of political talk for the day, though. Anyway, just because I don't want to attract people who just want to rant about war nonsense. Anyway, they try to get the children that money. No, not the children money. Somebody's favorite drink, buttermilk. Oh god, not the. I actually never tried buttermilk, actually. I'm kind of curious to see what it tastes like. We actually have buttermilk here. I might have to try it one of these days. Also, thank you very much for the hydrate. Drink my tea. I don't know, I just... Okay, I stretched too. Oh god, my posture. What's going on? Anyway. I don't know, I just like the whole thing is just like, you know, it's all very stupid, you know? And like, I'm just like, I don't know. And again, like, this is stuff I want to bring, like, doing my isekai story. If you want to do like the weird whatever, I don't care, you know, just, no. Can't believe it's part. Yeah, honestly, the only thing I can do is just ignore everything, because if it's always bad news, I'd rather just not know. I'd rather not know. I don't want to know. Like, everything's bad all the time and I don't feel like it. Okay, I kind of like that. I don't know, I just like... Okay. I do like this outfit, I'm not gonna lie. I had way too much fun making this outfit. This is gonna be her new default outfit. Is this? Yeah, she requires cleavage. Anyway. Oh no, I just like, but actually putting her like in a setting where she kind of has to just, you know, she has to kind of deal with her trauma. But I'm glad that, you know, and her dealing with Leo is still the funniest thing ever. Just, again, she's used to being invisible. She's used to being seen as ugly just because, not because she was necessarily ugly, but because, you know, you could be the most beautiful black woman ever and everyone decides you're a gorilla, you know? What year it's kept as February. Can I send you a meme real quick? Sure. Happy International Women's Day. Hello, Circus. Hello. Oh, not Circus. Rosie. Hi, Rosie. I'll say Alex, hello. Yeah, it's just March, but we will make do. We will make do. Okay, actually, I kind of like this. Do I want to change her hair though? That's the thing. Do I want to change her hair? She looks so, thank you. Because like, I also decided that I like the dial, anchor, bargaining, depression, accepted. No! That's why. Can't believe you sent me such slander. Oh god. Oh yes, two adults liking each other. Scandalous, I know, right? It was like blatantly adult, another blatantly adult. The amount of flowers I'll have to buy for an important woman in your life makes me think I gotta rent out a tow truck. I haven't been hello at all. Let's see. I do like this hair. Like it's a oh wait, I forgot one of the most important. She does wear glasses, not because she needs to, but because in her old life she had them and it feels weird when she doesn't have them on her face. This is based off of real life. A lot of people who wear glasses nowadays, it's not because they like, especially if anybody's worn glasses for their entire lives. Like if you've worn glasses your entire life, like as in you've worn it like forever, they become a part of your face. So it feels weird when you don't have them on, you know? And so Stella is like, I don't need them, but I need them on my face. So there we go. She looks like a nerd. That looks like a fucking nerd. The reason her bun is so huge is because her hair is really long, but like she looks like a fucking nerd. Oh my god. Let's see. I do like this though. I do like this look for her. She doesn't look like an isekai protagonist, but that's okay. It's fine. She has big boobs. That's all that matters. As long as she has big boobs, that's all that matters. No, she does not get her hair like this on her own. She just has Leo do it. Because like she will be damned if she's gonna get her hair wrangled into this thing. So she's like, yeah, this is a lot of hair. Which also, like, she does have a bit of a complex that she made her avatar look this way that looks almost like, outside of her skin tone, she doesn't really look like this at all. So she felt a bit jarring that she's like, I feel like I should have made myself a bit more black. As long as well, I mean, look, it's important for character or whatever. I know tea just splashed everywhere. Oh god, it's everywhere. Okay, okay, I'm liking this. I'm liking this. Let's see. Make this a little bit. Okay. There we go. But like, I'm just like, it's like, I imagine, like, 'cause again, when you're like making some of these games, there's like limited options and stuff like that. So she's like, you know, she's like, the fact that her hair is nowhere near like as curly as her OG hair is, she feels kind of bad about it. I didn't say so, oh god. No, my boobs have been covered, my powers, oh god. Okay, okay. I do like this. I do like this. Let's see. If I do as if I do a different hairstyle. Because normally I have her hair down, you know? Because normally I have her hair down, so that's why I'm like, that's her hair when it's up. But what if I, like, I do like her bangs now, because I think I also didn't like her bangs before. They were very, very annoying. Let's see. As if I maybe make it a little bit lower. Let's see. It seems a little bit more reasonable. Maybe. Anyway. Yeah, but I literally just kind of want to explore, like, okay, so what happens if you isekai a black person? Like, this is literally what this is like. What if you isekai a black person and kidnap Sebastian from Black Butler? Like, you know, it's like, just like, I'll call my isekai Black Butler, but it's because Stella is black and Leo. Oh, that's worse. That is so much worse. I can't call it that, but that would be super fucking funny. Just be like Black Butler the anime? No, there's this random story where there's a random black lady who has a butler. See, if the woman does have a large breast, does Semi also give them a cleavage window? Yes. You know, you gotta air them out, or else it'll be like, you know, like she'll sweat to death in there. You know, we can't be having that. You know, we gotta give them some breathing room. She needs breathing room. You know. There we go. Much better. Semi covers her boobs. She loses her powers. I did not know that. Turns out the wooden board can be the weakness of a lot of people. Don't worry about it. But anyway, like, okay, probably I cannot do that. I cannot call this because I'm also trying to figure out what I'm gonna actually like. Because I used to call this what was it, like, literally just Isekai no Stella, which is like, you know, Stella in another world. I'm just like, oh, I can't call it that. That sounds generic as hell. Like, especially because, like, I don't know, because I feel like. But then again, it's literally what's happening. It's literally just Stella in another world. That is literally what this. Okay, I think I like this one better. I think it's better to have it lower. Yeah. Damn, the isekai truck is well. The funny thing is, she wasn't isekai'd by a truck. She literally got kidnapped by her weird, obsessive, clingy demon man. The saga of Stella. I don't know. That doesn't quite sound right. But like, she literally gets kidnapped by her kind of demon not boyfriend. Because he has taken it upon himself after that one time she lost the internet. Because, okay, so, long story short, she was playing an MMO. It turns out the MMO is real, and this guy who she thought was just an NPC is actually real, and he kidnaps her. Semi has a truck in an alternative universe. No. There we go. I don't think I want the bottom one there. I think I want to. Do I? What happened with Black Butler? It sucks, and I hate it, and it's awful. But no, I'm just like, actually, oops, I put this on the wrong layer, didn't I? Shit, I did. Oh wait, no, I didn't. It's fine. Okay, this isn't that bad. This isn't that bad. I like this bun a bit better than the other one. This one's a little too big. I like this one because it's more compact. It looks like a tire. This looks like, it does look like there's a tire on the back of her head, but that's fine. She's just wearing Goodyear. So almost, Yeah, it's closer to an SAO situation. Random question: if the woman is old enough, does the cleavage window become cleavage stained? Like, get out of here! Like, it is literally like she did not like. She thinks she's playing a game, but the game is a real, actual world. SAO is weird because the dude's sister is a part of the world. Now. I also decided that Stella, instead of having a sexual harem, she will have a friend harem, so she's just gonna keep making friends. Turns out that being abducted by being shoved into a comically large bag is a valid isekai method. It is. Like, I mean, her guy isekais a lot of people, but that's fine. Let's see. Okay. I'm gonna just do this so I can keep this original, and then I'm just gonna erase things here. There we go. Okay. Oops, did I mean to erase? Well, no. Let me erase it here. Okay. I could just overpaint if I need to. Okay. Let's go on ahead and just, I'm gonna be super lazy about this because I don't feel like doing anything real. Like, I'm just like, oh, I don't want to do anything actually good. I could just do, let's see, let's do this because I only have like because I usually tend to only go until like 1:30. So anyway, maybe I haven't watched enough dot hack to I haven't really watched enough dot hack, but maybe this is closer to dot hack. About to beats. I'm gonna start beatbox again. Help. Let's see. Can she give Leo? Like, we're not giving Leo the fade. Oh my god, no. I would die. I would fucking die if I saw that. If I saw that, I would fucking just. It's like giving Sebastian the fade. Like, that would fucking kill me. I can't. Oh my god, not the taper fade. I can't. I'm dying. So a good friendship and no harem, good. Like, it's like, because I thought about it, and it's like, it did take away from the, like, having it be a harem kind of did take away a lot from the story, and it was actually really annoying. So I decided, you know what, no, we're just gonna make it so she just, outside of like the hilarious nonsense that is freaking Leo, she basically just makes friends, you know. She just makes friends with people, you know. So that way, and that way I can also, like, by having her not have her harem, I can also just have Leo be a jealous bitch. Which is very funny. What you got there, buddy? The cloth bag of groceries. So she also essentially becomes her own world avatar, and mixed between her and her avatar and real world. She basically just gets stuffed into her actual avatar. So the way she built her avatar to look like this, and now it just has her soul in it. Because what Leo did is he basically summoned her soul from her OG body, from her real life body, and stuffed it in her game avatar. So her game avatar basically becomes who she is. He did this to several people. So before he got to her, because he's not about to do an experiment on his beloved mistress. So, you know, I mean, this is spending a lot more like, actually, I think Log Horizon is the closest to what actually happens. Question: how are your gods rated on the asshole scale? Literally, like, are they Greek god horrible family or Norse gods? Honestly, the gods are just basically a bunch of Sims players. They're like hands-off Sims players where they create stuff and then they just kind of let people do what they want. They rarely get involved directly with their creations unless their creations make a really big stink about something. Otherwise, they're just pretty hands-off. I'll say they broke hello. Look at all the meows. He's like, by the power of luck. Good. See, I got a Ganondorf. Ooh, not the Ganondorf. Oh my god. I can actually respect it. Like, because the thing is, like, these are like, the funny thing about Leo is that Leo is basically was already kind of bad, but he became more of a menace because Stella is his master, because Stella likes to collect magical items, books, and create spells. So he literally learned how to make spells because of her, and that's how this happened. Like, and the funny thing is, like, Toby is still here, and Toby's just like, I decided to change it to because it's not going to be a harem, I decided to just let Leo be completely a menace. And he's like, Toby, today I'm gonna do it. And like, and Toby's like peeling potatoes, being like, he's like, when she appears, I'm gonna do it. He's like, because Toby doesn't believe it until he sees it. For those who are wondering, Toby is a homunculus that Stella made one time. Hi, Shona. Hello, hello. How are you? Oh my god, Shinra, you showed up and I wasn't saying anything sus. The world is right again. See, I don't know why it would be funnier if in real life she had like a flat chest and small boobs. And now she has like, no, she like, I built, basically, funny enough, the parallel is I built like, Stella built her character like I built Semi. Like, there's not that much crossover between us, but the things that are similar are similar. Give it a minute, you'll do it eventually. How dare you? Shut up. I was like, hey there, send you hello at all. How are you? Okay, let me turn off her glasses real quick. But yeah, like, she literally didn't, like, and the worst thing is, like, my favorite thing about this is that Stella says a lot of stuff because she doesn't think Leo is a real person, but he pays attention to everything that she says. So he'll literally just do stuff and she'll have no idea why. Like, she will have no idea why Leo does things, and it's because he legitly remembers her offhandedly saying something. Like, he will just straight up be like, ah, I see. Do shit, she'll just be like, what are you doing? Good, how are you? I'm doing good, I'm doing good. I'm talking about isekai nonsense. Like, and so she's just like, and so she has like the secondhand cringe of her just like just dealing with the fact that he literally remembers almost everything she says. And she's like, oh god. You know, because again, she's not used to anybody paying attention to her. You know, she's not used to anybody paying attention to her. She's not used to anybody prioritizing her. So the fact that he actually remembers every single thing she said offhandedly is just kind of killing her a little bit. You know, here, like, he actually, like, while she was unconscious, he did try to make a harem for her, but they just kind of died. Because she was asleep for so long. Because he was literally just being like, he's like, well, I'm just gonna capture all these good-looking men. And they just didn't make it. And she's just like, what is wrong with you? You know? The similarities are similar, yep. Can the boy throw hands of style? No! Tell the boy to go to school. Your Honor, a man remember. Like, this, obviously this doesn't come to pass because, you know, they die of old age or starvation or whatever, but like, she's just kind of like, who just captures a bunch of handsome dudes like that? And he's just like, unfortunately they did expire before you woke up, but I can find more. She's like, no! It's like, honey, why would you do this? And she's just like, no, don't do that. It's fine. I don't need it. It's okay. I'm good. Like, but she also can't, like, she can barely stand Leo, not because she hates him, but because, again, she's just not used to hot guys talking to her. So she's just kind of like she's like, so every single time he gets hilariously close, she's like halfway across the room and shit, which he doesn't understand. Like, no, I'm like, no, I'm not sending the boy TM to school. He can go to the infinite library. No, he has to go to like Tucker County High School. He has to go to Tucker County. There we go. Let's get her hair. But like, Estelle be killing me just because she's just kind of like, it's not like she's unaware, she's hyper aware, and she's just kind of like, I don't know what to do about this hot guy talking to me. And he's like, I've been here the whole time, why are you acting weird now? Because for him, he doesn't quite fully understand that she wasn't fully present. Also, hey, hello, hello. So she doesn't like, he's like, he understands that her soul was in a different body, but he doesn't quite connect the fact that, like, you know, she was not she was not purely like in the body at all. So half the stuff that would happen, she wasn't technically there for. Like, she was, but she wasn't as complicated. So she's like and the worst thing is, once he does kind of figure out that she's just like this, he literally teases her constantly, and she's just like trying to just live. Like, she's just trying to live, and you got this random hot dude flirting with her constantly, and she doesn't know what to do about it. She's like, ah. Here we go. Okay. This is looking good. A little bit messy, but shit. Don't worry, we will fix it. We will fix it in post. It's fine. We will fix it in post. Yes. We're just doing concepts right now. How do you make him both a himbo and not a himbo at the same time? I don't know, like, I don't want to say that, like he's just like I think like Leo might be neurospicy. I think he might be a bit neurospicy. Oh, she's Leo's, just me. I got a lot of random things Ellie tells me, and then it makes her happy and blush and embarrass me. Aw. So oh god. It's like, I want that twink obliterating. Like, the only one who had, like, Stella is not sure how this happened, but the only one who has any common sense in her household is literally Toby. And I think it's because Toby has to deal with, like, Leo all the time, that he's like, no. You don't want this to be it? No, that's a little too pale. What about you? Okay, this is better. Like, Toby is the only one who has any fucking sense in this household. It's just him. And he's just kind of like, okay, we got he's like kind of like, once he figured out that, like, Leo is kind of crazy, he's like the only one that can deal with him most of the time. Is just this little tiny guy who's just like, he says like, okay, I gotta do something. He's like, or else, like, because Leo is like also just like, while Stella was unconscious, Leo was impossible to deal with. You know, because he's obsessed with this lady. So he's just like, Toby's like, okay, so to keep him from doing literally anything illegal, I have to make sure I'm hyper diligent. You know? The counterforce to Leo shenanigans. Like, Toby, like, I love Toby because, like, Toby's like this tiny little guy. He's like 4 foot nothing, you know? He looks super nice, but he just keeps having to, like, fight with Leo often. I did drink hello at all. Let's see. You know what, I get it, because I'm also neurospicy, causing me to be absolutely himbo moments. Yeah, pretty much. Toby dear, how are you? The normal one here. He's like, you left me with Leo for like a few hundred years. Can I send you a Toby? Maybe. Listen, if there's a woman like Stella, I too would start wars for her. Like, I just like how Leo's just freaking insane. He's just freaking like evil. But he's like, all he wants is like for Stella to be happy, and she's just like, I don't know how to deal with you at all. Because again, she's like, I don't know, like, what makes you happy, and he's like, just, you know, just being with you, and she's just like, I mean, okay. Yeah, you got it, maybe. You know, and she's just a sweet bean, and she's just trying to live her life, and she doesn't know how to deal with the sexy demon man who keeps hitting on her. Like, she just doesn't know how to, because again, like, she's very much like, you know, like she's in the holding hands is like too overstimulating camp. She's over there, you know, and like like, it's very funny. Okay, I sent you the Toby button spoiler. Okay, let me take a look. Get out of here. Cass, go home. Cass, go home this instant. There we go. I could just sort everything out later. Anyway. But like, oh, I actually do like the fact that, like, you know, this is not like, 'cause I'm like, oh, I thought maybe, you know, maybe she doesn't know that he likes her. And he's like, Leo cannot keep a secret about this particular thing to save his life, so apparently he's just like, she will know how obsessed I am with her. like she will know. There is no hiding this. She will know I'm going to be a maniac about her. And Stella's like, I'm not used to anybody being a maniac about me. It's kind of flattering, but also I don't know how to take this. Because like, he doesn't like, you know, remember, he doesn't eat or sleep, so he literally will just, if she doesn't tell him not to, he will just watch her sleep. Like, he'll just be there in the middle of the night, just looming over her bed like a psychopath. And she's just like, don't do that. Cause like, just don't do that, man. Cause she's like, I can't deal with him just being there. Like, and she's just like, I don't know what to do about this. You cannot. Also, thank you for the care combo. Leo's lack of boundaries is why she keeps a spray bottle handy. Yeah. Like, she has to have the holy water to spray him with, or else he's never gonna calm down. Yay! There we go. And she's just kind of like, you know, like, she has to actually set boundaries with this man, or else he will literally be everywhere. And so she's like, okay, one, I can take my own bath, thank you. Two, like, I don't know. Because she doesn't, the worst thing is, like, Stella also doesn't know how to set boundaries because she's not used to anybody respecting them. So she's just like, I don't know how this works. You know? So take someone who doesn't know how to, like, express boundaries because everyone ignores them, with someone who just doesn't know what boundaries are. You know? Bro, can you move? Stella to Leo, probably. Boundaries are like a wall to a wrecking ball meant to be broken. I do kind of like this about their characters, that, you know, Stella is not like Leo would respect her boundaries if she actually said what they were, but she doesn't know how to set them because she's not used to people actually respecting her boundaries. Why are you here? To serve you, my lady. What do you want to serve you, my lady? Honestly, yeah. Like, she'll literally be like, she literally asked him point blank, why did you, like, I don't know, bring me here? He's like, because I would like to be with you for an eternity. She's like, in what context? Any context. Like, she's like, what does that mean? Whatever you want it to mean. She's like, that sounds weird. Like, she's just like, how do you know? Because he just wants to be with her. As someone who used to eat universes as my job, interpersonal boundaries can take quite a while to learn. Indeed. I think I decided like a nice dark purple. Oh, wait. Oh, I was like, what the? I think dark one. Here we go. But like, just excuse me. I just think it's kind of funny where it's like she has to kind of learn these things, because like Leo is like, the other thing about Leo is that Leo was like, you know, he's also not used to being considered a person because he's a, you know, a demon butler. But like, so for her, she's like, I don't know how to set boundaries, and like so they're kind of similar in the fact that people don't respect their boundaries because, you know, Leo's a demonic servant and Stella's a black woman. But like, so like them kind of learning how to make, you know, boundaries together is, I think, really sweet. Leo, on top of her while she's in bed. Good morning, my lady. Another day, another opportunity to see you. Bitch is useful. Very cool, holding a gold piping that the blade, yeah, the lapel. Because I'm like, no, like, because they technically Leo and Stella have parallels in that, you know, they're both kind of the same in the way people treat them. You know, it's just one's more likely to commit murder. One's more likely to commit murder, but You know, because Leo, you know, he's a demonic servant forced to serve whoever, you know, he serves. You know, if he did have boundaries, they would not respect him because he's a demon servant. He has to do whatever they want. You know, Stella was socially stuck like that. You know, like, and so, like, I don't know. I kind of like that parallel between them, that she's basically just kind of like, you know, she's finally with someone who actually will, like, respect her. It's just she doesn't know how to say anything about it, and he doesn't know what that is. So they gotta figure it out together. It's like, what is respect exactly? Like, what is this respect, and can I put it in my sandwich? You know, it's like, what are we doing here? There we go. Wait, okay. Let's see. I kind of want it here too. Yeah. Just to kind of break up some of the solid color. There we go. Yeah, I like that. Because I'm trying not to add too many colors here, just kind of keep it nice and simple. You know, so it's kind of like, and then you just got Toby on the side watching these two be hilariously awkward around each other, and him just kind of like, you know, I don't know, sipping boba tea or some shit. Just being like, well, they'll figure it out eventually. Because he, you know, he's, you know, what do the kids call him? The goat? He's one of those where he's just like, I mean, all right, you guys will figure it out eventually. There we go. Yeah, Stella has no idea why Toby is normal. He just kind of is, but I really do think it's because he's forced to deal with Leo's nonsense all the time. He's like, anybody would be normal compared to that guy who psychotically kidnaps, like, the woman he loves. There we go. Yes, Toby has actually been, like, isekai'd LeBron James this whole time. You thought of Shaquille O'Neal? No, it's LeBron James. It's always been LeBron. Oh my god, that'd be so funny. I need Leo to see someone encroach upon boundaries, but is an absolute ass and is just like, good. He's acting like how I... He's acting like how I act like. That's how I act like. Stella, is that how I act like? Stella's just kind of like avoiding eye contact. I can see that's why he keeps ducking Leo. Oh, like, I'm just like, oh my god, that'd be so fun. Hey there, Reaper Fox, welcome in. My name is Semi Enigma. I'm an Elder Dragon Mom Boss. Thank you so much for joining the organization. You can pick up your badge at the front desk. I like to think that Toby eats the raw potato in his hand because he's like homunculus and doesn't have normal taste buds. No, he does. Like, Stella was really specific when she made, like, Toby, because she basically wanted him to be as human as possible. It's just he doesn't age. And also, he has super strength, so, you know. Like, I like the fact that, like, because at first I was gonna give Toby siblings, but looking at the story, it kind of doesn't make any sense right now for that to happen. So it might happen later. But, like, I like the idea of, like, Toby being hilariously uber. Like, okay, if you want to know how strong Toby is, just take One Punch Man, make him like half as strong, but just as silly, and he's basically strong like that. Where, like, in order to get to the top shelf, he just hops up like really quickly, because like it's funny in my opinion. Let's see. Because she's an OC of mine, we must give her purple eyes. That is a requirement. That is a requirement. She must has them. There we go. Bet 2 punch me. Also, didn't we say that since some the people in the world were isekai'd, there would be a random dude that's literally just named LeBron of the James clan? Yeah, he's like, we got LeBron of the James clan. This guy exists. There's a long line of the James clan. Yeah. A 4-foot-tall immortal with super strength. Yeah, and he has the skills of a monk. So imagine him just doing DBZ fighting if he gets down to it. Okay, so now we're gonna do some overpainting. I think that would work out pretty good if I did some overpainting. Okay, let's see. Let's fix Let's fix some stuff in here. Okay. Let's see here. Let's do something with this. Yeah, he's basically Timo One Punch Man. Yep, that sounds about right. It's just going to. Oh, do I just want to use this? Do I just want to use this? No, I think I want to use the pen tool for this, just so I can get some stuff done here. So Toby is an offshoot LeBron of the James clan? Yes. Where do you think she got his soul from? She got it from LeBron James. Oh, stop, oh my god. Oh, that is so bad. No, don't, no. Okay. Actually, oh, okay, wait, I know what I want to do. Okay, so first things first. There we go. I was like, how is this so bad? There we go. Okay, much better, much better. We're at the awkward refining stage that nobody likes. Here we go. Okay. There we go. Much better. And then we're just gonna add a little of this. Just widen this up a little bit. Anyway. I don't know, I like the dynamic that they have where you literally just have these two dorks and this one normal guy on the side, and the normal guy is like 4 feet tall. Oh god, protector of the James clan. Like, just having this OP character to the side, I think is very funny. Like, I think it's great. So you just have to deal with the fact that Toby's just over there being the best. Like, Toby's just over there being best boy. There we go. Because he has this lady and that demon guy as a roommate. like he just has to deal with their shenanigans, and there's nothing he can do about it. Because they're both stupid and weird. There we go. Okay. Good. I'll fix the eyebrows in a second. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna clean this up just a switch. Okay, there we go. Put your eyebrows back on there. Okay. And then we're gonna come up here and we're just gonna make this a little bit dark. There we go. Anyway. Oh god, I got lost. Toby walking into the dining hall filled with assassins set to kill Stella. Good evening, gentlemen. I am Toby, the head butler of this fine manor. I clean the halls, prepare the meals, and take out trash like you from our fine home. Yeah. Now I need some more of Toby's styling and dunking basketball. Oh my god. Oh my god, that'd be so fucking funny. That'd be so fucking funny. Just like Toby just being a beast. Oh, that would be so freaking funny. I would love that. Oh, yes. And see, no, Toby has the soul of the first of the James clan. I've done nightmares in semi-thread. Oh no, not the semi-mean thread. I'm scared. I'm scared. What did you do in there? What'd you do in there, Gooba? Go, let's clean this up. There we go. Let's clean this up too. Right there. Right here. Right here. I'm just doing a little bit, just a little bit of cleanup here. Oh wait, this is looking actually kind of good though. This is looking actually kind of good. All right, here. Let's just clean this up just a bit because it looks kind of like ass. Gotta clean up all this nonsense. Let's see here, right here. There we go. This is way better. I like this. Okay, cool. Cool. Okay, cool. Fix this here. Up here. Oh god, I gotta deal with this nonsense in here. Okay. Here. Okay. Yes. Right there. Make this a little bit more clean. Clean this up a little bit. This too. Maybe slim this a little bit. I am definitely having pizza for lunch. That's gonna be so great. Oops. Not there. There we go. Just so these are not such thick lines. There we go. This looks so much better. Honestly, I keep forgetting overpainting is a thing. If you're like, ah, Sammy, let's offer painting. It's literally when you just kind of paint over your mistakes. like that looks so much better, man. Anyway. Oh jeez. Plot twist: Toby was made when Sammy decided to make an empress. I mean, he does look like he would be your son, not gonna lie. Like, that's why he's so badass, it's because he's actually just Azure's secret son from another dimension. There you go. Thank you for the care combo. Ah, my back! Oh god. Go. Yes. I also drink my tea. I have to make sure I watch the clock because I got 15 more minutes. But no, I honestly but I do like this dynamic a lot more. That's the other reason I decided that, you know what, she doesn't really need a harem of boyfriends, but having her just have friends would be good. That would be good, and then her and Leo can understand what fucking boundaries are. And then everything will be good again. And even better, there was actually one thing I don't know why I didn't even think about this, but she does, Stella has a rival. She does. She does have a rival, and I'm thinking but how do I make this rival kind of shit? What do I do? And I just thought this lady just decided, you know what, she just sees Leo and doesn't realize he's a demon, and she's just like that guy right there, I'm gonna just kidnap that guy. And Stella's like, you're what? She's like, oh hell no. See, I just had a protein bar and vitamin water for lunch. That is awful for a platonic associate. It sucks, but I think I'm having to resort to, oh no. There we go. Yeah, I feel I'm just yeah, if someone sees Leo, they would totally want to kidnap him. They're like, especially because he's a servant, so they're like, I demand that guy right there. And Stella's like, excuse me. And I was laughing at the thought of this altercation, and Leo is just happy she's being possessive of him for once, so he's just he's literally just bothering her, just being can you say that thing again? She's like, what thing? He's like, the thing you said earlier. She's like, that you're mine? He's like, yes. Can you say that again? She's just like, why are you making it weird? She's like, don't stop making it weird. Because he just likes the idea of her being possessive about him for once. Because she's normally not. Because she feels weird about it. But he's just she does like me. Just stop it. She's just like, I don't know what to do with this man. Oh my god. Here we go. And yes. Okay. And I'm gonna actually put this here. And let's do some quick multiply. Oh. Let's not do that. Oh shit. Ugh. Ew. What's this? Let's do that. Okay, there we go. What's it doing? Oh, oh, oh. I was wondering about that. We'll see. Yeah, we'll do this. We'll just do this instead. I was wondering what that was about. Okay. Anyway, we don't have a butter command. Anyway, but I like the but I do like that she does she actually does get a rival. And I decide I'm like, I'm gonna take some of the things that like annoy me about like female protagonists and just stuff them over into this bitch over here, you know? So she's like the fucking worst. Like her name is like, and I'm like, no, we're gonna give her like the best worst name. Her name's Regina. Like her name's Regina and she sucks. Like her name's Regina. She's super rich and popular and pretty, you know. She gets everything she wants because she's rich, you know. And Stella's just like, bitch, I just got here. Like Stella's just minding her own business. Regina Mac is that Mac? What is that? And like, but yeah, like Stella's just like minding her own business, and I just like that. Like, I'm like, because I prefer the villain basically just happens to bother the main character, not that the main character necessarily did anything to attract the villain at first. I like that it's just like, no, their meeting is kind of happenstance, you know, because I prefer that more than, because like some things I'm like, okay, I don't want to have like the main character actually be like, you know, because sometimes like in the beginning they're like, oh no, your main character always has to be the one doing the thing, and I'm like, I don't want to have, that's a lot of work for characters who are as flawed as this, you know. Characters that are like heavily flawed, it's really awkward just shoving them in places, you know. So I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. Something she just stumbles into, okay? Something she just stumbles into, doesn't know what to do about it. Okay, let's make some of this. And then we're gonna do this. There we go. Oh. Merge, okay. Like that. Perfect. And just put this right here. So then I can just... Oh, wait, that is too much. That is too much. There we go. Yes, anyway. But like, because I like when she wears glasses. But yeah, she's I don't know, I think she's great. Like, I think she's great, she's funny, like, I don't know. Her dealing with the nightmare that, like, and the thing is, like, Leo's still like evil, like his former masters were evil people, so he's just kind of like, he's just like, you know, whatever you want me to do, and she's just like, I don't know. You like not murder people, and he's just like, I suppose I could do that. He's like, he supposes, let me just merge everything at this point. Actually, I should just merge everything at this point. Yeah, let's just merge everybody. Okay, merge. Just so that I don't have to worry about it. Okay, there we go. Because I was like, ah. Oops. She's got a monocle. Anyway. There we go. Hey, hello. Got to go. Hope you have a wonderful day. Adorable, awesome, amazing, and you're just the best. Thank you. I'll be stopping in a little bit anyway, so that's fine. I do want to move her mouth over. Because her mouth looks a little weird there. Actually, let's do it like this. No. Like that. Okay, there we go. Okay, that's a bit better. No, I don't like that. Okay, there we go. Okay, that is definitely better. Because I was like, why does her face look off? I don't know. I just, like I said, I just like the, just the stories I can tell with her. Like, her just kind of, like, being, like, kind of getting accustomed to the life that she lives in. And also the fact that her staff is hilarious. That, like, she keeps forgetting how badass Toby is. Like, because she didn't, like, because she also just does not realize how what Toby even does all day. Like, she's just like, yeah, he just kind of, like, you know, chills at the house, you know, it's fine. And then, like, you know, Toby's out there hunting monsters or whatever, because he's also in charge of, like, food. Like, he's in charge of, like, food, so he, like, has to go out there and get all the food or whatever. She's like, she kind of forgets he does that. She's like, oh, yeah, you know, it's fine. Like, and I'm just like, oh my god, Stella, no. Don't worry, I will be done soon, and then all of y'all can escape to the wilderness. Isn't that great? Oh my god. To the wilderness. Woo. Let's see here. Okay, I'll have to move this down a little bit. Okay. Okay. And actually, I think I know what's bothering me about that. Let's go up here. Like, something's still bothering me. Oh wait, oh no, this. Yeah, it's fine. Okay. Oops. Not what I meant to do. So I would like it to be a bit softer. There we go. Okay. There we go. That's close to what I would like to do here. And black. No, definitely not. Anyway. As I space out hilariously. Boop, boop indeed. I don't know, I actually really do like the ideas that I have for this, where it's like, you know, just her dealing with, like, you know, boundaries and her staff, and, you know, and people being a dick to her because they don't think she deserves what she has, you know, because they're like, what, you don't deserve, sexy demon butler, you are trash. And she's just like, the fuck though. Like, I got him fair and square, how dare you. And he's just happy she's being possessive. Okay. That. And I'm like doing the most annoying, like, fine tuning, and I'm supposed to end in like 2 minutes. Ah, god. I hope everyone enjoyed our lovely ranting about Black Butler. So I hope everyone enjoyed our ranting about Black Butler and why it's kind of weird and kind of sucks. Because it is kind of weird and kind of sucks. Okay. Oops. I didn't mean to do that. Not the wrong layer. Let's be doing that here. There we go. That. That. Let's see. Right here. Anyway. Yep, I'm like, honestly, but I learned a lot though. Like, despite me ranting about Black Butler, I did learn a lot from it. You know, so it's not so bad. It's not so bad. Put your glasses back on. I forgot to give you detail in your eyes. Oh god. How could I forget? Let's see. Just do something quick in here. I just do something super quick. Like this. Let's see here. Yeah, this will be fine. Let's see. That. Yeah. Yeah. That. See. This. Anyway, I will figure this out later. Oh god. There you go, and this is here she is, my isekai protagonist Stella. she lives. Yeah, this looks completely ridiculous. Oh lord. Oh god. What the? Oh. Dumbass o'clock. There we go. Here she is. She's alive. She is the hills are alive with the sound of music. Anyway. Also, hey, long hello at all. Let's see, I learned a lot from my rent-a-girlfriend, namely how to never repeat the garbage in my work. Exactly. I'm still college, stupid college. I believe in you. But we did it. We've redesigned Stella. Stella lives. We have discovered that she is made of glorious trauma. And that her freaking kind of not demon boyfriend is a menace. And that Toby is the best character. But okay. Thank you so much everybody for joining me today. We're gonna go ahead and go back to the other window. So one second, let's go over here. Okay. Oof. I can bring my wings back. Oof. There we go. But yeah, I don't know why I told me, like, I actually didn't expect, oh shit! Hello. Hey, Grimsby, hello, welcome in everybody. Thank you so much for the raid. I'm sorry, I'm about to end, like, right now. But thank you so much, raiders, I'm so sorry. No, it's okay. Thank you so much. Also, thank you very much for the follow. For those of you who don't know, my name is Semi Enigma. I'm an Elder Dragon Mom boss. Thank you so much for joining me today. And any of you want to follow, thank you very much for joining the organization. You can pick up your badge at the front desk. But welcome in, raiders. We were just finishing drawing my isekai protagonist Stella, who's a traumatized black woman who got sent over to Fantasyland by her weird demon not boyfriend. Like, basically, if Log Horizon and Black Butler had a weird isekai baby, there you go. That's a horrible description. Like, if Log Horizon and Black Butler somehow became the same series, also just make Sebastian obsessed with a black woman, and there you go. That's what my isekai story is. It's just trash. It's just trash. The great Tammy. Yeah. Anyway, thank you very much. I'm not gonna raid out or anything because I'm too tired, but I don't know. I'll be here Friday. Oh yeah, and also save us from Overlord. Just take all of the Sebastians. Just take all of the Sebastians, put them in a blender, and that's what Leo is. But yeah, thank you so much everybody for joining me today while I ranted about Black Butler and all that other stuff. Yeah, the Sabus shake. Like, I should just make a freaking meme about that. Just take all these different Sebastians, put them in a blender, and just have, like, the resulting smoothie just be Leo. But anyway, I gotta go and order food. Thank you so much for joining me today. I will be here again on Friday. Wednesdays and Fridays are my stream days. So if you ever want to join me again, let me know. If you are watching the VOD, I hope you enjoyed it. If you're watching on YouTube, I hope you like and subscribe. I will make actual videos one day. All right, see you Friday. Be good, behave, and don't be a menace. I love you all, and I don't know, don't eat a horse. Don't eat a horse. Bye.